Wow. I don't have anything really to say. Well, that's not totally true. I am the one who talks too much, so I'm sure I can find some things to say about this week's episode, but oh my gosh. Yeah, it definitely lived up to the hype, that's for damn sure. But with that said, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another one of our weekly Attack on Titan final season discussion videos. Today we're talking all about episode 5, Declaration of War, but before we get into it, quick reminder if you haven't done so yet, to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, set notifications to all, and let all of AniTube know that you're here. And without further ado, let's get our shocked faces on as we talk about this insane episode of Attack on Titan. Oh man, where to begin? Okay, may as well just start with the big stuff first. May as well just knock this out of the way. Eren and Reiner's big reunion. Oh my god. When I think of reunion, I don't typically think of things being this particularly tense, and when I think of reunion, I also think of like Advent Children's The Reunion. And that was very tense, but not nearly as intense as this. Eren and Reiner reuniting after 4 years, and the absolute chill in the air is insane. And I was watching this with like such insane curiosity as to what was going to happen. I kept saying like I'm scared over and over again during our live reaction on the second channel. Just saying, like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm panicking. Like, I really don't know. Because Eren, the entire time, is stone cold. He is, like, absolute ice incarnate. And I don't remember a time where I saw him like that. Like, he is just ice, man. Like, every time Reiner says something to him, Eren has, like, a calm response. But he says it with such, like, I don't want to say resentment, but like, kind of. Like, it's just this sort of like icy cold, like, I can see how all the strings move. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he sees all the puppets on the strings at this point. He knows that, like, at the end of the day, they're not that different. They're not so different, you know? You're not so different, you and I. But Eren really sees it. Like, he sees the puppets on the strings. He knows what makes all of them like move in just the right way. He knows exactly what to say. He knows exactly like everything. Like this is a very different Eren Yeager to the one that I recall. Is my Eren cold? Yes. Is he this cold? God no. Like, this is spooky. The way that Eren talks in this whole episode. It's unnerving, you know? Like, it's actually kind of creepy. And it's just like, what kills me is the line like, I said that, like, I recall saying that once when Reiner's just like, you said that you were gonna take vengeance on all the people across the ocean. Like, I remember you saying that. And he's like, oh, did I? Yeah, I probably did say that once. But here's the thing. I used to probably believe that too. But then I slept under your roofs. I ate your food. I talked with you. And I realized we're all the same. And here I am thinking like a dope. Thinking like, damn, Eren gets it. Like, there's no need for this. This is pointless, right? Like, this war is stupid and pointless. Like, Eren gets it. Eren does not get it. I mean, he does, but my thing is the way he's speaking and the things he is saying, Eren must know a lot more than we know right now. So I can't help but think like, okay, whatever is currently going on in Eren's brain, however the wheels are turning in there, however the cogs are spinning, Eren knows so much more than we do, and I can't help but feel like maybe he enjoyed shifting into the Titan in that moment. But before we get to that, I gotta talk about Reiner's like big breakdown too. Like, Reiner just crumbling apart, like seeing Eren again, and that breakdown, just admitting like this is all his fault. Like, he still bears the weight of everything that's happened. And he says like that Bertolt and Annie wanted to leave, but I wanted to go break down the walls. To quote Chris Jericho, he wanted to break the walls down and be a big hero. And because of that, Eren's mom is dead, right? And Eren's like, right? So like, I think Eren was like, we are all the same, but you're gonna die all the same too. You know what I mean? Like, because Eren's like, yeah, we're all the same, but right? Because like, to me, the way I'm seeing it, that there is no good and bad. You know, like there are some people in this show that are probably pretty bad, right? But I don't know any character who is cut and dry good bad. You know, I don't know any side in this fight that is cut and dry good bad. You know, like the fact that Falco, the fact that we spent this time with a character like Falco, or the fact that the show tries to get you to come to care about characters like Gabby or like Pike or Galliard and like all these other characters like Tybur and stuff, like all these characters who you sort of like come to an understanding with. You know, like you whether or not you like Gabby, you sort of at least understand that she believes what she is doing is correct, right? And with a character like Falco, like first of all, I like Gabby. I know some people think I don't, but I do. But with Falco, I just freaking love Falco. Like I just think he's great. Him and his brother. So I just like seeing them humanize the other side like this. First of all, it's very like anti-shonen, right? Like shonen's always like the bad guys are bad because they are bad, right? Now I love shonen. Shonen's my favorite genre, but it do be like that sometimes, right? At least like the very typical shonen is like bad guy is bad, right? Attack on Titan, it's like there is no bad guy. There are bad people. You know what I mean? There's no like there are bad people. There are good people who do bad things, and there are bad people who might occasionally do good things. You know, like that's the vibe I'm getting from this whole conversation between Eren and Reiner. And like my mind was blown like at so many moments in this episode, but particularly the conversation between Eren and Reiner. I cannot stress enough how brilliantly directed it was, how brilliantly acted it was, how Mappa built up the tension through like the silence in the air, the buildup of tension using like in-universe music, like with the drums and everything. It was absolutely brilliant. And Falco being completely mortified by everything that happens, all of it is heartbreaking, and it leads to that big moment. And let's like listen, like that, the moment where Eren transforms and you get that shot of him throwing Tybur up in the air. It's wow. Like that was, there's this moment where I'm thinking like maybe this is gonna be okay. Like maybe Eren is gonna, because Eren like reaches out his hand to Reiner, and I'm thinking like maybe everything's gonna be okay. And I can almost hear the psych, right? Like as Eren just shifts into the Attack Titan, and yeah, it all comes crumbling down. And Tybur's big speech, like everything that Tybur said it too, right? Where Tybur is, first of all, this man was definitely a theater kid. I recognize my own kind, goddammit. And yeah, that is definitely a theater kid. That man put on a hell of a show. But him explaining the true history, my jaw hit the floor when he explained like King Fritz was the actual hero. This Helios was a fabrication. Like King Fritz instructed the Tybur family to sell them out, and all he wanted was peace. And like, here's the thing with Titan, right? I've heard so many versions of this story, I don't even know which one's true anymore. Like I'm sure that this is the right one, but every time I think like, okay, so this is what's happening, it's not actually that way. I assume that this time this is it, because so many people were hyping this up, like, dude, like this moment's gonna be huge. This in the next episode, people like reactions for this in the next one. So I was like, okay. So yeah. But Tybur, like poor Tybur, I actually, like, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, like him saying like there is somebody who has broken the peace that we fought so hard to protect, and that man is Eren Yeager, right? Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, first of all, that moment was dope, but I kind of wanted to see some sort of Tybur redemption arc, and we most certainly did not get that. Tybur is probably gonna get turned into paste, if not eaten by Eren, and holy crap, man. Tybur, and it's crazy because the Tybur family basically played double agent, right? Like, I don't want to call him Willy, because his name makes me laugh, but like, Tybur the Tybur family basically played double agent, right? The Marleyans thought that they joined them willingly, but really it was to help King Fritz achieve what King Fritz wanted, and that was just some peace, you know? Like, King Fritz just wanted his people to have peace, and this was the best thing he could think of. And that is crazy. And I feel stupid if that's not actually what's happening, because I actually totally believe Tybur in this moment. So if that's not what's happening, you guys can laugh at me. Because honestly, a lot of Titan goes way over my head. So that could be, it could be that I'm just an idiot. I don't think so, but I am often an idiot. But there is one more thing I want to talk about before we go. Pike and Galliard. And not even so much Pike and Galliard specifically. It's more so this guy that I'm showing right here. So Pike and Galliard get lured away, right? They lure away all the warriors. And it's by this soldier. It's weird they're not showing the soldier's face, right? Like, that's, like, that's kind of interesting, because they were doing that with Eren before. So I'm like, that's weird, they're not showing his face. I wonder what that's about. And then you kind of get a look at him, and it's this shot that I'm showing right here. Is that Armin? Like, is that Armin? Because, like, it's the blonde hair, blue eyes, like, that's, like, he's a hell of a lot taller than I remember Armin being. But is that Armin? Like, it looks... If it's not Armin, it's close, right? And I was like, maybe Armin cut his hair, because it's like, who else would that be? You know what I mean? Like, don't actually tell me, manga fans, for the love of God. And if you just typed out a comment and sent it, delete it. You guys know the deal by now. You do the asterisk, laughs in manga asterisk. But yeah, my jaw was on the floor, because I was like, is that Armin? You guys don't understand. Like, Armin went from a character who was like, ugh, Armin, to like one of my favorite characters in the whole show. So like, I love Armin. Like, even he's very high up in my top 300 anime characters, right? Like, I absolutely love Armin. So like, if that's him, I'm gonna be hyped, because my boy got a huge growth spurt. But if that is him, and what we see from next week is the Warhammer Titan going into action against the Attack Titan, if that is Armin, the Warhammer Titan is screwed, because I don't think you can fight both. Because lest we forget, Armin has the Colossal Titan, you know, after what happened last season. You can't go against two. I'm sorry, I don't care how strong the Warhammer Titan is. Like, that seems like insanely difficult odds. And the one thing I will say before we end the video though is Pike or Peak. I think it's Pike. I could be wrong, but Pike being the slyest of the sly and the coyest of the coy. I love this girl, like, because she immediately gets a bad vibe, right? And she's like, I'll be right back. I see my friends. I'm just gonna quickly go say hi. She gives them a hug, and she clearly whispers something to them, right? Like you could tell that she's like, if we don't come back, come find us, because I think something's going on. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's what she told them. Like something like that. Like, something's going on, be on your guard. And the crazy thing is that we've gotten to this point where even as they're reintroducing the old cast, right? Like, I guarantee you we're gonna see all the old cast. Even still, I don't really want to see anything bad happen to Falco. I don't want to see anything bad happen to Colt or Peak or, like, any of them. Like, Udo I love. Like, I don't want to see anything bad happen to these guys. I don't even really want to see anything bad happen to, like, Galliard, who's kind of a dick, you know? Like, I don't want to see anything, but he's kind of, like, I don't know, there's something about Galliard I like. You know, like Galliard or like any of them. Zeke, for crying out loud. Like, I don't really want any of these characters to die, because they've shown them for so long, and now we're in this sort of weird in-between where, like, I'm gonna be kind of sad if one of them goes, but it's war, so you know a lot of them are probably gonna go, and it's Titan, so you definitely know a lot of them are gonna go. And it's crazy that we're here. Like, Isayama needs to be credited as a brilliant author, because this is, like, the penmanship's insane. Like, I can't believe that he managed to pull it off. I actually care about both sides, and I genuinely don't want to see them fight, but Eren seems to be a man on a mission, and he's the guy, so, like, I don't know what to say. With that said, that's gonna wrap up today's video here, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to boop that up, snooch, share if you care, leave a comment down below, and of course, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell, set notifications to all, and let all of AniTube know that you're here. Wow, this friggin' episode, wow. Before we go, though, as always, I want to give a big thank you to the good folks in the T Squadron. Look at these beautiful people. Look at all these beautiful names, and hey, if you'd like to join these beautiful people, there are 2 ways to do so. The first is by hitting that Patreon link in the description, and the second is by hitting that join button right beside the sub button to get a badge next to your name, some emotes to spam in the comments, and of course your name scrolling past the screen here. Either way, super, super appreciated. I also just realized that I was so wrapped up in that I forgot to do the little like segment where I tell you to subscribe if you haven't. You know, like the usual like weaving it into the video, like, by the way, you haven't hit subscribe. Which reminds me, for crying out loud, hit the sub button and share the video with your friends, man. Like, come on, do the thing. Help a brother out. Help a zombie out. But yeah, I didn't even do that because I was so wrapped up in talking about this week's episode. Oh, wow, I really don't even know what to say. I'm just gonna go. Until next time, you stay classy, you wash your dang hands.